We have a 2015 Kia Sportage here in the shop, and we're going to show you how to replace the front struts in it. So this is actually my father's car. I asked him how much he paid for the pair of front struts, and he said $100, which is a huge savings. If you can do this on your driveway, it shouldn't be that hard to do. We'll show you everything that's involved. If you have somebody do this, like a mechanic or a dealership, the dealership's going to nail you. They'll probably be up and over $1,000 with it. A regular mechanic might be between $500 and $800 to replace the front struts. But you can do it yourself for a fraction of that. So we take very good care of this Kia right here. It's my father's Kia. It has 240,000 miles on it. And does this one drink oil too, Dad? No, this one doesn't drink oil. He has one that does. Mine drinks oil. But if you maintain anything, you can get some mileage out of it. And that's what we show you how to do on the channel.
So we got this cap here, and we're gonna just peel this cap up off and get underneath it.
And there's one on each side.
Yeah, and so there's some other videos out there that where they have you take the this cowl off.
Really?
And yeah, and we're looking at it,
That's a pain in the ass.
and we're kind of thinking that we can get at that nut back there with the gear wrench.
Okay.
So we're going to try that one over there first.
Yep.
And if we do, we don't have to take any of this plastic off. And that's kind of where we're going to see if we can go with it. So let's see if these are 14s.
We'll see if it's a possibility.
These on how tight these are. Let's put our little cheater wrench on it.
All right, guys.
All right, so that wasn't too bad. So let's see if we can get at the one on the back side here. With that tool.
See if we can break that one free. Try not to mess with this cowl if we don't have to, right, Steve?
Yeah, well, I mean, if we don't have to take it off, then great.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go on the back side here. See if I can get on. I'm on it.
Just gotta crack it.
All right, so we got that one loose. And it feels like that I'm going to be able to just spin this thing off with my fingers.
Yeah, it looks pretty loose.
Yeah, that's pretty loose.
Yeah, it's. You can get
So
in
I
there.
think you got a couple of long fingers in there, but
It's spinning.
yeah, it's coming off.
It's coming off.
So, you know, if I don't have to take all of this plastic shit off, then it's a bonus. And we'll take both of these off first because the other one, this one I could get with the gun.
Yeah.
So I'll take these two off, same on the other side, and then when we put it up, we'll get everything loose on the suspension, and then we'll just have to take this one out last. It'll hold the strut in place.
Alright, we're gonna finish getting this nut off. I'll be back in a second. Alright, so we got a wrench on that one. We're gonna try to worm our way in there and crack it free with the wrench. Oh, and that bit, not to disturb this cowl. Hey, make a note, Steve.
Yeah, it moves.
Okay.
It's coming up.
Alright. Alright, it's gonna be a slow roll, so we're gonna get this bolt nut off
Yeah,
again.
we'll get this one off, and it's a little tight. My hand's a little big to get in over the backside here, but you probably could have got in there. But you know, once you crack it loose, it's loose. So I can spin it, get in there with my fingers, but we'll get it off this way. We won't have to take all of this junk off,
Okay.
and then I'll be able to get the rest of that nut off.
Alright, so we loosened up this nut right here, so when we drop the suspension down a little bit.
Back this one off a little more and get that nut off right there.
Okay.
That's all I need. You ain't taking those stinking cowl off, Tony.
It's gonna remove the tires. These are 19mm lug.
All right, so we've got the 12mm on the side over here we're going to take off. I'm going to take this one off that's connected to the hose, so it gives me a little bit more play around here. We have a 12 here, a 12 here, and we bought new stabilized links, so we don't have to mess with this one. We're just going to mess with the one over here, and I'll let you know what size that is. It looks like a 21. and we try and grip the bolt, the joint right here with some needle nose and see if we can crack this loose. Here in New England, they're tough to come off, so we'll grab it with vice grips and then crack this loose. And then when we go to reassemble, we have a new link. And the problem with links is this is under load right now because the suspension's hanging. So you can't tell if this thing's rattling or banging or not. We got 240,000 miles on it. When we get this off, I'm sure these ball sockets are loose. And it can give you a rattle, and it's very hard to find. So in this case, we're doing the struts. We're going to do the link at the same time. And I'm only taking this 12 millimeter off, so I have a little more slack out of this.
And the link's not that much money. You're smart to do them when you're in here, right?
We bought them locally, and they were like $62 for the two of them. But you can get them online for probably half the money.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, if you find them online, like on Amazon or something, they'll probably be way less.
yeah. So take these two off. Now we've already loosened our bolts up on the top, except for one. So we want to get everything hanging here. So the next thing I'm going to crack these loose now, and I'm going to leave the bolts in. I'm just going to get the nuts off, and then we're going to go after this link. And once we get this link off, this whole thing is ready to come out. I get the line off over here, these two bolts. We're leaving this link on to discard with it. We just got to take this one socket off right here. So it's costing us a little money for links, but we got high mileage, but it's saving us time. We don't have to mess with these. And by the time you get done messing with these to get them off, you're probably going to damage the ball socket anyway, so it's worth getting them replaced. A lot of the aftermarket ones have grease fittings on them now. I'm not sure what we got, but there is ones from Moog, definitely has them with grease fittings. So, all right, let's get these apart here. I got a 19 millimeter on the nut side and a 17 on the bolt side. And I'm not worried about taking this off now. I'm just taking these nuts off here. Then we're going to go after the one over here. Let's see what size that is. Okay, so it's probably a 19. For that.
Right, so we have a 19 millimeter wrench, and get some vice grips to grab the inside of that spleen so it doesn't turn while we're trying to crack the nut free. Steve's gonna clamp down on that. And then
get a cheater wrench on this.
Okay.
I got the gun in here, so
There you go. So we're throwing an extra wrench on the end of that wrench as a cheater wrench to get some more leverage to break that bolt free.
it doesn't appear that that ball socket is spinning, so
No?
that's really good news.
All right. All right, we're going to take this bolt off. There, you're going to pry up the sway bar. It's going to take some tension off that sway bar link. There you go.
Okay, so now this is going to come off with the strut. And so we can tap these two bolts through right now. Here.
And we'll be dangling by that bolt we left in at the top, right?
Yep.
It won't come flying out at you. All right, what size socket's that?
17. Take that one off first. We're going to wire wheel this all up, clean it up. Never sees it. Got a little tension on this one now. Just in on it. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to get the bar and just get in here and pry this
Pry it out.
There it goes. Okay, so, all right, so now we can go upstairs, take that last bolt out and slip the strut out.
Okay.
So we got our last 14 here. I'm just going to reach under and put my hand on the strut. Take this off, loosen this up. Okay. slide the strut right out. Okay, so it's got the link still on it. And this looks like the one we got here. Matches up.
Well, yep. So the left and right specific, and these happen to say have an R and an L on them, so you know which one goes where. And your left and your right on the vehicles. If you're sitting in the driver's seat looking out the windshield, so your left is your left if you're in the driver's seat, and the right's the right. Right, Steve?
Yep. So we're gonna peel this sticker off here, and these nuts are coming off like real easy. So this is the one on the back side that's tough to get to, but we're gonna be able to get it down finger tight and then tighten it, and we won't have to take the cowl off the top. So let's peel this off. Okay. So this stud right here is going to go into that hole. So let's just try and feed this up.
And I'm gonna catch a bolt.
Okay, so if we're having a hard time getting that nut on, this one we have more room, the other one's tight. On the other side, we're just gonna catch the nut on it and leave the stud down lower, so we'll have more room to reach over and catch this one.
Yep.
This one we have enough room to catch.
Yep.
So this won't be a problem, but the one on the other side is tight. That's gonna be the only difference between the job, is we're just barely gonna catch. This one we caught the nut a lot. We'll just catch the nut like this on the other side. So the stud's just barely sticking up, and then we'll have more room to get into the back here.
Yeah, you get a lot of room in this one.
Yeah, the other side's tight, but you know, I don't want to take all of this off. If we don't have to take it off, we don't have to take it off. So that's good. All right.
All right, so we're gonna go after this bolt right now and get that caught by hand, and we're gonna tighten it down as far as we can by hand.
Yep. And then I'm going to use the gun and snug this one up, and then I'll tighten the other two up. Oh, these are a little bigger. Must be 15s. The originals are 14s. 15s.
All right, so these happen to be 15 millimeters. These nuts.
Okay, get that one tight. And we'll tighten this one. And then we'll tighten the rest of this one down. And I'm gonna go get the 15 millimeter for that one.
All right, we're in here with the ratchet wrench. These wrenches are awesome to have.
This is a flex head ratchet wrench, and it's really helping on this particular job. And I'm gonna put the cheater wrench on it so that it's nice and tight. Okay, I'll get the wrench on there. Cheater wrench here. That's tight.
Okay.
Okay, let's do this one. Okay, it's tight, and we can throw our cap back up on the top here. Bingo. Okay, let's go back downstairs.
Okay.
Okay, so let's see if we can lift this up. Line these up.
We'll line up our holes on our knuckle.
One in. Well, by having this hose out of my way, it's giving me a little more wiggle room. So, okay, so we're gonna. There's no adjustment on this strut for steering purposes. Once the bolts are in there, it doesn't move.
No.
So there's no slotted hole. So
You don't need an alignment after this?
no, you're not throwing your camber off or anything.
No.
And your coil springs are going to be more, stiffer. So the car's going to sit a little better and get it back to where it really should be. The bolts aren't even moving. Okay, so good and tight. All right, I'm going to get these bolts back in place here now, and then we're going to pull our link on.
And just throw a little bit of never-sees on those bolts so they're easier to take off next time.
Yeah, 244,000,
He'll be in there again.
Put another 100 on it, right?
544,000.
So, start these by hand. Get this one over here.
That's what we do, right, Steve?
Yeah.
Regardless.
We just keep fixing them, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just tighten these up.
Yeah, and all we got left to do is slip the link on. We've got all our bolts up top tight. We've got these tight. We've got the two bolts that went through here, the 219s are tight. Just got to get the link on.
I'm gonna go put the links back on, some brand new sway bar links.
So we've got this is a 17 down here, the nut's a 19. I'm gonna slip on like this. Get that one on there.
The top is a different size.
Top is still the same, 17 and 19. So,
Okay.
but I can probably use the impact gun. We're gonna pry this bar up a little bit, get it to seat in there.
Okay.
And this one we can hit. We'll see if we can hit it with the gun that won't spin. There is an Allen head in there that you can use, but a lot of times you can just catch it and. Okay, we caught that one.
Okay.
And the bottom one, we're going to use the 17 and the 19 to tighten it. And the 17 goes on the inside in here.
Yeah.
Sometimes they don't turn and you get lucky with the new one.
Yeah. It's not turning yet, so.
Nope. Now you got lucky. Good.
Yeah. This one's tightening for you.
All right, that's it. So the links are in, and we got the top of the strut tight. We got two bolts here tight, the 17s and the 19s, and then we got the two 12s tight, and the struts all in. And it's the same procedure on the other side.